It's funny the way you tell a story and everything.
Funny how? What's funny about it?
Just,
What?
just you talk funny.
You mean, let me understand this, because, maybe it's me. I'm a little fucked up, maybe, but I talk funny how? How do I talk funny? I talk funny like a clown? I amuse you?
Get the fuck out of here, Sharon.
No, we got a show to do, you stutter and prick ya.
Welcome to We Talk Funny, a weekly hour-long podcast hosted by Sharon Pfeiffer and Joe Rubo, a show that's less about the way they talk and more about what they talk about. WTF, a show about entertainment, celebrity, comedy, culture.
Welcome to the We Talk Funny podcast. I'm Sharon Pfeiffer, and I am your host today. No Joe Rubo. He's away this week, so I'm swinging it by myself, and I hope you guys will enjoy it as much as you have been. Thanks for joining us in the Podcast Junkie Studios. We're excited to be here. I have my guest. She's quite gorgeous. I'm not going to introduce her yet, though, because there's a couple of things I want to talk about. We are a couple of weeks into 2026, and I'm still kind of having a hard time writing 2026. I just got used to writing 2025, whatever. But 2025 was a really difficult year for me, as those of you who know me personally know. I'm definitely not going to dive into that at all. I don't want to. But what I realized is that everything is determined by perception, not just from yourself and for yourself, but from others, and your attitude, right? It's perception and attitude, and that will take you, your attitude determines your altitude, okay? So I realized that in 2025, my attitude, because of everything that I was going through, was, I'll say, on the negative vibe, and I realized that I really just don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because it's not normally how I move through this world. I really want to keep it on a positive note. So I did that corny thing that a lot of people do for New Year's. They make those resolutions that nobody keeps. I mean, I break my resolutions within 6 hours. I'm not going to eat carbs. Yeah, right. Give me a piece of pizza. But the number one resolution that I made for myself was to keep a positive attitude and to put all the negativity from 2025 behind me. And I don't mind telling you guys, it's working. It really is. It's working. I mean, so many nice things have been happening just in this first couple of weeks of January. And people are responding to my positivity. And I think there's a lesson to be learned, not just for myself, but for everybody who's watching, listening. And I know it's not always easy to do. It wasn't easy for me to do in 2025. I was just enveloped by sadness. But if you just wake up in the morning and say, you know what, no matter what, today is going to be a good day. Today's going to definitely be better than yesterday, and I'm just going to move forward with kindness, with a smile, with patience. By the way, all of this stuff does not mean I'm going to curse any less, or as some of you Southern people say, cuss. I love to talk dirty. I love to talk funny. I talk funny. But I do see a difference in the way people are reacting to me and what I'm doing and how I'm moving. So, yeah, I just think that's really my message for this week, being that I'm by myself, is that if you could just focus on whatever small positive or wonderful positive things that are happening in your life, focus on that and take that negativity, whatever it is, the ceiling's leaking, your car's running funny, your boyfriend broke up with you, whatever the story is, don't focus on that. Focus on the good stuff, because I promise you, if you think about it, you got a lot of good stuff going on. And I know that I do. I know that I do. And I'm really grateful for all the good things that are happening, especially the podcast. We are doing oh my God, we've grown so much. We just started in October, and we have a following, which, by the way, please click like, go to YouTube, make sure you, what's the word? Ben, what's the word? Subscribe. I'm old. Subscribe, comment, like, share, do all the things that that we need you to do in order for this podcast to grow even more. We have a lot of big things planned for this year. And we really hope you guys continue to watch and continue to support us. We are very grateful. But with all that being said, I really want to get to our guest because I'm so excited that she is able to be in the studio with us today because she is so busy. I mean, I think I'm busy, but I don't do half of what this woman does. She is an amazing actress. I worked with her on a film, which we're going to talk about, so I'm not going to mention it yet. We worked on a film together. That's how I met her, and I was really impressed by her on the set. And I really thought she was an actress. I didn't really know too much about her, but then I looked into her and found out that this woman is a best-selling recording artist. She had a huge hit back in, I want to say 2019, but she'll correct me if I'm wrong. And she lives in LA, but she's here in the studio in Boca Raton. And she's going to be doing some big, big things that we're going to talk about. So without any more of me jibber-jabbering, I'm going to introduce our guest for this week. And her name is Kendra Erica. Kendra, welcome to the studio. We talk funny. Woo!
We talk funny.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. It's so great to be back in Boca.
Oh, I am so thrilled that you are here.
Yeah.
I am, and grateful that you were able to make time for us because I know that your schedule is tight. Whether you're here in Boca, you're in Vegas, you're in LA, I know that you're busy, busy, busy. So just the fact that you made room for us, I'm so happy.
Well, the roots are the priority.
Wow, thank you so much. Let's do a toast. We're gonna do a toast. We have bubbly. We have
bubbly.
we have bubbly.
What the fizz?
What she calls it, what the fizz. I call it what.
Is WTF.
And of course, we have our strawberry buttholes
Yes.
in the champagne. You guys know what strawberry buttholes are. For those of you who don't, allow me to show you what a strawberry. Ben, you ready?
I'm ready.
This is a strawberry butthole. See it? See? Doesn't that look like a delicious? Anyway, so moving forward, here's to you, my love.
Cheers to you.
And
Thank
much
you so much.
and much more success to you. So we're going to dive right into it.
Yes.
Please tell me how a girl from Boca Raton, I mean, aside from the other one from Boca Raton, who we all know, Ariana Grande. So you're our second big star from Boca Raton. What's in the water, people? What's in the water? So how did you get started in your career?
Well, I started when I was very young. I knew I always wanted to perform, to do something on the stage, in front of the camera, just being something of notice. And I always wanted to do this, but when I was really young, I was tone deaf. And nobody told me because no one tells a child that they're tone deaf because then that just like crushes them.
Right.
So, but my parents, they were strategic and they got me involved in community theater, Little Palm. And the musical director there was by the name of Gisbert Hoyer. He was a professional German opera singer.
Oh, wow.
And they signed me up for lessons with him, and he really like went in there because, and thank God I was like 8 years old and I was so I was so impressionable and I was so amenable to the training.
You were malleable.
Malleable,
Right.
yeah.
He could really.
Yes. That's why they say it's better to learn a language when you're younger than it
Right.
is when you're
'Cause
older.
Your brain is open to it.
So he really laid that foundation for me to build upon, and from there I got squared away so I could perform in the community theater productions, and also take my voice to different levels. And from there I was performing in different talent competitions, and I won my first talent competition as Future Stars in Boca Raton, and I did Time to Say Goodbye by Andrea Bocelli.
No way.
And I was 13.
That's challenging.
I was 13 years old. I was still in braces, and I was wearing this long yellow gown. I still remember. And I performed. And then at the end of the show, when they were announcing the finalists and the winners, and then they said in first place in the middle school vocal category is Kendra Fulmer.
Wow.
And I was just stunned. I was in total disbelief.
And what did your parents think?
They were very proud.
I bet they
were
were
very proud.
I bet.
But I had that sort of Sandra Bullock miscongeniality moment where I totally became Miss Rhode Island, and I was like, oh my God. So I embodied that.
You embraced it.
I embraced it because, when I originally saw that movie, I was like, one day I'm gonna have one of those moments, and I'm gonna make sure that I act in that certain way. But it wasn't really acting; it was really genuine. But it's funny how certain opportunities can create those destinies and those dreams that we have. But and then from there, it was funny because I went into Renzo's one night with my parents.
Right.
When I was 15.
And they have the singers there, right? Don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was 15, and my parents and I went to Renzo's one Sunday night for karaoke, and I got up and I did Time to Say Goodbye again, and I got a standing ovation because it's like, this little thing, what is she doing? What's her deal? So then Renzo walks over to the table with 2 glasses of wine for my parents and says, I have a proposition.
I'm making you an offer you will not refuse.
Exactly. And he said, I just lost my Sunday singer because she got knocked up. And
and he won't have to worry about you getting knocked up. You're only 15.
I'm only 15, exactly. No, this isn't Tudor England, right? No, this isn't Tudor England. No, I don't have to worry about getting knocked up at 15, right?
No.
This isn't the Renaissance.
No.
But then he offered me that job singing every Sunday night, and it was so funny because after that initial high started to wear off of, oh my God, I got my first, gig,
job
and everything, I was like, I have some major American Songbook and Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Rat Pack, and all those standards. I have such a crash course to do. So then I went home for about 2 weeks, and I built up this repertoire. And I, from age 15 until I was about 21, I was singing at Renzo's.
Is that how you found your love for the standards? Was from there?
Yes, and also my dad had growing up all the time in the car when we would be driving to places, he would have the Frank Sinatra CDs playing.
Now, can I tell you literally, that's what I did with my daughter. Okay, so Danielle would sit in the car with me, and I was a single mom, so it was just Danielle and I always played Frank Sinatra. I just did. And I guess maybe it was the era, because I have a feeling your parents and I are maybe similar in age. And so she has the same, she cannot sing just like her mother, neither one of us can sing, but she has the same love for Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, all of them, the Rat Pack, because of me playing it in the car, on repeat.
Yes.
So, yeah. So that's great, though.
Yeah.
Because it brought you to, we're not going to talk about it yet because we're going to get there.
Yes.
But it brought you to what you're doing today. But that's amazing.
Yeah, and people and other restaurant owners would hear about me, or they would come into Renzo's and see me and then hire me for their restaurants. So that's how I got to Chops. That's how I got to, I was singing at Caruso.
That's great.
It was on the corner where the Standard is right now. And then I was at Arturo's, and then I sang, and then I had a residency at Il Baccio.
Oh, wow.
In Del Rey.
Wow.
And then I just built up a great following because I was gigging around town, and I was making a big name for myself locally. And then in tandem with that, I always wanted to get into the songwriting aspect of things because I was always fascinated by how a song can go from, an embryonic stage to like a full-grown stage. And I really wanted to dive into the artistry of it. So I then was introduced to some producers in Miami, and I wrote and recorded my first songs with them. And then I put out an album with other producers in Palm Beach, and then from all of that then led to other producers in Florida, and then eventually I was then working with an artist development firm in New York, where, funny enough, and I was around like 20, 21, where they were actually structuring me or developing me through authentically developing me, because some development firms can create you into like this cookie cutter machine, or they can engineer you, but this artist development firm, they went into how you grew up, your inspirations, what you actually like, and then they create from there. They built the Frankenstein from there, and so they were developing me as sort of this Bond girl image.
Oh, wow.
Originally, and I put out 2 songs with them, Miami Love and Hustler.
Okay.
And they were very much on that style of, the Michelle Pfeiffers from Scarface,
right.
and Ginger from Casino,
right.
and like Amy Adams from American Hustle, and just all these femme fatale characters mixed in with this primary Bond girl image. And I was full force with that until I kind of hit a wall with the company or the team. And then they brought in this Billboard promoter by the name of Jason Dallman, who then said, why don't you come out to California and work with my team of producers here, and reintroduce yourself or get more involved in dance music, because I think that your voice would lend well to that sort of EDM electronics route.
When you say Billboard, just for the listeners,
Yeah.
And viewers, you're not talking about a billboard. You're talking about Billboard, the chart.
Billboard chart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So just so everybody knows, she's not talking about a billboard.
Yeah.
She's talking about the chart. So these are like heavy hitter producers. These are big deal people.
So, and they were mainly in the dance and pop genre, and I was writing and recording with them. And from there, that's what led to Self-Control. Making it to #1 on the
Billboard dance chart, right?
In 2019.
I was right. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
you're right.
Great. I'm not that old. I'm not that old yet.
And then I was just building my name as a dance EDM pop artist, and just over time, I was doing that throughout my 20s, and then during COVID is when, because I'd always want to go back. I'd always wanted to go back and do something Bond related or do something 007 related, because my dad introduced me to the films when I was 7. Funny enough, 007, but
your dad did a great job.
He did. He really did.
Your dad. Kudos to you, Dad. Kudos to you.
To you.
Cheers to and Mom.
Mm-hmm. And Mom too.
Fort Jefferson reference. Woo.
Fort Jefferson. So during the start of COVID, the idea then started to slightly knock on my door, and I was like, no, but I'm doing dance, blah, blah. And then it just started growing louder and louder and louder until finally I said, I want to do this project.
Before we talk about this project, we're just going to take a brief moment to mention one of our sponsors, Deckmasters of South Florida.
Let's thank one of our guests, Deckmasters of South Florida.
That's perfect, Joe. And you can call John at Deckmasters, and maybe he can help you with your little problem.
What are you talking about? I don't have any problem.
That's not what I heard. Word on the street is you have a very small deck.
What? My deck is not small. It's fun size.
Yeah. That's what they all say.
My girlfriend loves my deck.
Oh, yeah? Then why is she always coming over and laying on my deck?
What? You have a deck?
Oh, yeah. And it's very big. And your girlfriend? She loves it.
I give up. Give me John's number. I give up.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
I can help you with your problem. I am John, the deck master from South Florida. Damaged deck? No problem. Discolored deck? No problem. Need a new deck? We got you covered. I'm like the deck doctor, only better. Deck Masters of South Florida covers all your deck sizes. Decks, docks, boardwalks, pergolas. We got you covered. Big decks, little decks, no problem. You send me your deck pick, I'll take care of the rest.
Call Deck Masters at 561-255-7921. That's 561-255-7921. Welcome back to the We Talk Funny podcast, and I want to continue this conversation with Kendra Erica. She's going to tell us about a big project, but I just wanted to digress just a moment. So you were talking about your huge hit, which was called Self-Control, but she didn't go into that too much, which I'm going to, because she's a pretty big deal, and you guys need to know about this. So Self-Control was a huge hit back in like the 80s? When was it?
Yeah.
The 80s. Laura Branigan. So that was like my era. And that song, and I can't sing, so I'm not going to pretend, but it was like huge. And everybody that's put Laura Branigan on the map, and I mean like huge. Well, this young lady, take it from here, brag.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I'll brag. So I put the song out, and it went to number 1. And however, the Laura Branigan, one of the original artists, because she wasn't the first to do it. Funny enough.
No way.
Funny enough.
Someone else sang that song?
So we're gonna a little bit. So I was working with a guy by the name of Fred Cannon in Nashville, and I did a few tracks with him. But he used to work for Carrier Records. It was a French label.
Okay.
And there was an Italian pop singer by the name of Raf who originally sang Self-Control and made it big in Italy.
Okay.
And then that was like in 83. And then Laura Branigan took the song and then made it big in the States in 84.
Okay.
And Raf's version went to, I forget, how, like number 4 or something like that in Italy, but then Laura Branigan went to number 3 or 4 in the States on the charts. But the person that you're looking at right here went to number 1. So and
Wow. Woo! Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's no offense to Laura Branigan.
No,
No
it's just-
offense. It's timing.
it's timing. And also, we have so many different platforms now regarding music, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not just listening to the radio and going and buying a record or a cassette or a CD back in the day. Now, there's so many different ways to expose get your music out there and just expose it to everybody internationally, by the way. So I'm like so impressed by you and what you do and what you've done and the different genres that you perform musically. It's not easy to do. Most people stay in their lane.
Right.
Yeah? You do not stay in any lane. You are you're driving all over the highway. And I love it because I'm a maniac on the road too. So I love it. I love what you do. So let's talk about this big project that you have coming up. I'm excited.
Well, it's a 007 James Bond tribute album called License to Thrill. And it comes out February 13th.
Oh, my God.
And the debut showcase in Las Vegas is going to be February 15th.
And where are you doing that on February 15th?
It's going to be at the Space
Okay.
in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay, so for people that are watching and want to get a hold of you, I know you have an amazing website. Yeah, because I did my deep dive on you. Her website, and it's so simple. It's just Kendra Erica, right?
Yes,
KendraErica.com. So, but her name is not Erica with a C; it's with a K. So don't, just remember Kendra with a K,
Don't F it up.
Erica with a K, but only 2 Ks. 2 Ks.
Yes, 2Ks.
2 Ks. So, okay?
like Tupac 2Ks.
There you go. There you go. So, but you had other big songs. You had something called Body Language, right?
Yes,
So that was huge.
That's like that had like over 2 million views.
Yeah, you did really well with that.
And it did very well in Asia and like 20 different markets.
Hence, she became a Goodwill ambassador as well.
Yes, I did.
Who is this girl? Like a Goodwill ambassador to China.
Yes.
Wait, I want to say it like Donald Trump. China. So did you come back with a bunch of stuff did you go to China or no?
No, I haven't been to China yet. I
bet they keep inviting you though, and you just haven't.
Well, they've invited me. It's just a matter of I have to make sure that all the Peking ducks are in line.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Did you hear what she said? You hear the pun? Okay. All right.
Of course. She's got the best puns so far.
Today we are not called We Talk Funny. Today we're called We Talk Punny.
We talk punny.
WTP.
But no, the being awarded the Goodwill Ambassador for China was incredible. Last year for the Chinese New Year, I did this address to the people of China, and they played the music video to Body Language. And this station that the address was broadcasted on is like the equivalent of, the Ryan Seacrest New Year's Eve special. So
that's impressive.
Yeah, and then. From there, the producer, the gentleman that owns the broadcast or the TV station, he awarded me the Goodwill Ambassador for the Hollywood Global Film Festival.
That's so nice.
So
now I have to tell you, I watched your music. I'm so nosy, but I watched your music videos, and I have to say, creatively and artistically, I love your "I'm nice till I'm not."
Yeah.
Oh, so for those of you who are into watching music videos or just a sexy, beautiful young woman, look up on YouTube, I'm Nice Till I'm Not, Kendra Erica. OMG. First of all, whoever shot that, beautiful. Like the production value, and I'm a stickler for production value. But just everything about it. It was beautiful. Whoever did your hair, your makeup, your costuming, oh my God, I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, now was that your vision, or was that someone came on board and said, listen, this is how we're going to do this, or?
This was my vision.
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to toast again. To you. Because you got that star, you got that something, not everybody has it. A lot of people pursue it, but they don't have it. Girl, you got it. You got it. Tell your mom.
I will. I'll tell Ingrid.
Yeah. Tell mom. But yes, I'm so excited. Now you're literally a Florida native. You were born
here. Yeah.
Were you born? I mean, I know your parents are in Boca, yeah. But where were you? You don't need to give the exact location where you were born. We don't need anybody doing anything weird. Yeah. But like, were you born here in Boca? Were you born in Miami? Like, where were you born?
I was born in Boynton.
Boynton Beach.
Boynton Beach.
Oh wow. Okay.
And then
people were actually born in Boynton Beach.
Yeah, well, the hospital was in Boynton Beach, but I then was, carried to Boca.
I was brought back home to Boca, right?
Back home to
you
Boca,
were transported back to Boca. So you grew up in Boca.
I did.
Wow. Okay.
I did. Yes.
Okay. That's so. But to me, I don't like to generalize, but you're not stereotypically, right? I would say you're not stereotypically what one would envision of someone who grew up in Boca. Am I correct when I say that? I mean, I live
Yeah.
here, so I'm allowed to say that. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, even just you have, your values, things that I did peruse your social media somewhat. Your values are probably somewhat different than most people who live in Boca Raton, which is refreshing.
right.
And also you live in LA. You live in LA, and I know. Do you know Ralph Odierna?
No, I don't.
Okay, so Ralph, I'm gonna make sure you meet Ralph because Ralph lives in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
Ralph is a producer, a writer. He's not he's not musical,
Okay.
but for the acting aspect of what you do, he'd be great for you to know. But also because your values are very similar.
Okay.
He's a dear friend of mine, and
Well, that's great.
he just knows everybody. And when I say their values are similar, people, what I mean is because you know that we do not talk politics on this show ever. I don't want to talk politics. I'm just not interested in it. I don't want to hear about it. But some people lean one way, some people lean another way, and then people, whatever. But I know that your values, and that's how I'm going to describe it, align with. And it's not a popular value system in LA.
But I will say, working with the people that I've worked with in LA and also in Vegas as well, there are a lot of closeted
I was just going to say
people.
closeted. If you didn't say closeted,
Yeah,
I was going to say closeted.
Yeah, like even
Underground.
even one of my producers that I work with, I'm not gonna name him
you
by
can.
name, but
You can.
but I joke with him all the time because I'm like, okay, I'll send you my invoice for my therapy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because whenever I come into the studio, he can just
Right.
let his guard
He
down.
can let it go and let his guard down.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because, and we've spoken about this on the show before, I just feel, and this is just in my 60-something-year-old, I'll call it wisdom, but I don't consider myself wise at all, but that if everyone could just let everybody live and let live, like your values are your values,
Yeah.
my values are my values, I still love you. I still think you're hella fucking cool. What difference does it make if who I voted for and where I pray, what difference does it make to you? You're not with me when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Um.
You're not with
Yes.
me when I'm doing that,
Yeah.
right? But you're with me right now, and we are having a great time.
Yeah.
By the way, my values do align with yours.
Okay.
Just FYI.
FYI.
But does it matter? Do you not love me, or do you love me because of my religion, my political affiliation, where I was born, who my daddy is? Of course not. It's how I interact with you.
Yeah.
It's how I treat you. It's how you treat me. And that's, to me, honestly, people, that's really moving forward. Like I said earlier in the beginning of the show, keeping it positive. Why can't we all just move in a positive light and just, like,
That's
I think you're hella cool. And that's all I care. Like, you're just hella cool. Like,
well, it's really it's been an interesting journey for me, I will say, because
I imagine.
For me and the people that I used to work with or even still work with, it's very interesting how I can treat them in a very respectful and professional manner. But then if they go on my socials, they're like, I can't work
Completely.
with her
Right.
because she believes in this. And I'm like, well, I came into this understanding that we were
Had different beliefs.
had different beliefs.
Right.
And I knew when I was going to go out to California that I was going to be around people with different beliefs.
Right.
Because that's the state, that's the narrative, that's the industry. The industry does have a lot of those ingrained narratives in it. And I was just operating from a very professional standpoint. And just one story that I have is this is actually during the pandemic when clubs were starting to open back up again, and I had a performance coming up in Atlanta at a gay club, And I want to say a few weeks prior to that, I had done the national anthem at a political event in Palm Beach for conservatives for Trump. And I was just invited to do the national anthem, and being that it was COVID, I was like, just like anything that I could go and do and say, I'll do it.
I'll do it.
And I wanted to salute the country as well. So I had done that, and I posted it on my social media. Come around the time that the gay club performance was approaching, they put up a flyer of me saying, Kendra Erica is going to be performing at this club in Atlanta, and so on and so forth. And one of the main drag queens from the circuit, the gay community circuit, then saw that, looked me up, saw that I did the national anthem at a Trump event, and then just completely,
I bet,
like it was a diatribe on Facebook,
balls to the wall, like you are, no pun intended.
Yeah, and then she was attacking the club for choosing me to perform, and
But isn't that standard with anyone who supports the president?
Yeah.
Like if you're an entertainer and you support the president, you're immediately like in the cancel culture.
Yeah.
That's kind of standard at this point.
At that point, when I, like right now, I just walk away from it. I just remove myself. But at that time, when everything was, coming to a head, and everyone's, emotions were at an all-time high, and everyone was being very reactionary, I too fell into that, and I clapped back, and I said, "Isn't your mission statement all about inclusivity?"
Right.
And so you're basically going against your own community's mission statement of being inclusive and open, and that shut she down.
Yeah.
So, and I've also had people that have been consultants on my team that have been very critical of who I am, like what I believe in. I mean, during the one of the presidential debates, I posted on Facebook, I said, why isn't human and child trafficking a debate issue? And I got lots of backlash for that, and I'm like, how is that a bad subject or a bad topic to discuss? And it made no sense to me. But here I am thinking, are you protecting your buddies? But we don't have to get into that. But,
when you're in the entertainment industry, when you're any part of any facet, whether you're an actor, a musician, a podcaster, all the things, you have to, it's unfortunate because I do like to consider myself as unfiltered as they come. I'm, I don't even use filters on my pictures, okay? That's how unfiltered I am. And, but unfortunately, when it comes to certain things, again, like I said, I try not to wax political. You do have to, if you want to play the game, which I do. I learned very quickly back in 2016 and 2017. Okay, the first go round. I learned very quickly to shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. So, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I really don't get into it. I don't get into it with my friends. Listen, I'm from New York.
Right.
And all my friends are Jewish, who I adore and love and support, and I am all about it. But they're Democrats.
Yeah.
All of them. But do we still love each other? We love each other. And you know what we do? We don't talk about politics. We just don't talk about politics. Because we respect each other and we love each other. And I'm Catholic. I'm Catholic. All my friends are Jewish, most of them. And I know more Yiddish than any shiksa should ever know. But I respect. I have learned at a very young age, and I'm talking when I grew up in Central Islip, which you don't know what Central Islip is, but your mother does. And when you go home and tell her,
I'll ask her what's Central Islip.
That Sharon lived in Central Islip, your mother's going to go, ew. Central Islip, we were the minority.
Right.
Okay? But I didn't know this. We weren't brought up like that. My best friend was Freddie Thomas, an African-American kid. We didn't grow up like that.
Yeah.
So all this stuff that has happened, you talked about COVID and reactionary and all these things, it makes me so sad. It really broke my heart, all of the things that is happening in this country, everything. But it will not change me, Kendra. It will not change me. I am who I am. I love hard. I play hard.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that.
Yeah.
If you're in my circle, which I call a dot now, I have a dot. I don't have a circle anymore. It has become a dot. But if you're in my dot, you're in my dot. And, that's that. But, you treat me good, I treat you good. Ben, am I talking truth?
The most truth right now.
Okay.
You are.
You treat me good. If you treat me good, I treat you good.
The most truth.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to think.
Absolutely the most truth.
The most truth
The
over
most
here.
truthiest truth ever. No, but seriously, you treat me good, I'll treat you good. But if you try to fuck with me, I will fuck your shit up.
Oh, yeah. You're nice till you're not.
I'm nice till I'm not. That's I love your video. I love the song. It's going to be my theme song from now on. So, listen, we have just about 10 minutes left. And I really, because I'm so engrossed in this conversation. It's amazing. And I love talking to you. But we have another sponsor. And our other sponsor, who is amazing, we actually have another sponsor, St. James Iced Tea, but I haven't even talked about them yet. But we have another sponsor called How You Doin'. How You Doin' Pizza. And they just delivered another fresh pizza, and you have to try. This is going to be the most unbelievable pizza you've ever had in your life. By the way, check this out. How you doing? Thank you, Ben. Ben, you're the best. They deliver it fresh every week for us.
Oh, they got the...
And let me...
You mentioned the pistachio.
Yes, it's pistachio.
Yes.
Now, can I just explain to you why this pizza is so amazing?
Why is it so amazing?
Okay, so first of all, everything is fresh. It's all organic. They fly in the ingredients from over here, over there. The tomatoes are from New Jersey. If there was super sad on there, which there isn't, but it would be from Chicago. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They ferment the dough for 8 days. Who does that? Nobody does that.
Who does that?
But the dough is sourdough.
Oh, that's so good.
I know.
That's
and
so
so
good.
different. But here's the best part about it. The crunch. Ben, the crunch, right?
The crunchiest.
So I'm going to give you a slice. Ben, are you going to have a slice?
I would love
Are you
to
going to have a slice, Ben?
I'd love to have a slice. Here, you want me to serve it up while you
You know what? You know what? I would love you to serve us, Ben. Thank you. So we're going to have pistachio. This week's special pie for us is pistachio. Now, they have monthly specials. Every month is a different special. I don't know what it is this month. Forgive me, people. But go on their website because they have so many different locations. They have
That looks
two
really
in Boca.
tasty.
They have 2 in Boca, 1 in Boynton Beach. 1 is coming in Coral Springs. Not open yet. It's going to be open this coming soon. But they just opened 1 in Las Vegas. I was actually there for the grand opening. It was so exciting. Oh, my God. But listen.
You just sounded like Fran Drescher just now.
I know. People tell me that all the time.
Oh, my God.
She's my spirit animal. You don't even know.
I loved when the actor strike was going on and she got up on that podium and she said, "Wake up and smell the coffee." And
The coffee.
yeah, and it's like she hadn't even brushed her hair
Okay,
yet because she was so excited.
So, Kendra, we're going to crunch together. You ready? I'm going to wait
Okay.
for you to do the fold because I know your parents are from New York. So they taught you to
Well,
do the
my
fold.
mom is from New York. My dad is from Indiana.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a Midwest guy.
Yeah, so he's like...
That's why he taught you all those nice things. You ready?
Yeah.
Ready to crunch? We're going to crunch, people. Ready?
Okay.
You hear it? You hear that crunch? Oh, my God.
Oh, that's so good.
It's honey, pistachio, fresh mutts, fresh tomatoes from New Jersey, sourdough pizza, crunchy. Look at this. It's on my fucking microphone. Oh, my God. Look at this. Look, you can hear it. Hear it?
Some
Anyway.
ASMR.
I'm telling you. You guys want to go to sleep to a nice sound. Just put on repeat.
It don't mean a bunch if it ain't got that crunch.
You should be writing commercials and jingles.
Are you a lyricist?
Well, that's
Are you in the music industry?
It's really funny that you mentioned that, Ben, because I I mean, you can just do the discography search.
Ben, you should have her on your show. Been there, done that.
I think she's gonna have to come on my show,
Yeah.
and then we'll go do some.
You guys could make beautiful music together.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Oh.
I brought my drum set in here actually like 2 weeks ago, and I was doing like
really?
live drum rolls and stuff like that. So-
Oh, I wish I would have known. We would have made you set yourself up. We could have done a little
We could write a whole like Tarzan soundtrack, like Phil Collins, like bump, 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 2 worlds, 1 family.
That's
Oh
great.
my
I love
God.
it.
Oh my God. It's gonna
That
be
is
so
actually
good.
such a good soundtrack. I love that
Oh,
soundtrack.
It's gonna be
it's
so
epic.
One of the best.
good. Listen,
You'll be. All right. I'm not a singer. That's why I'm a drummer.
how you doing? Wait a minute. I just gotta show this one more time. Ben, let's show how you.
Yeah, here. Just keep it right
How
there.
you
Watch
doing?
this. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, with the fancy nails. I love it.
With the fancy nails.
I love it. So, all right, we have a few minutes left. I want to talk about how you got into acting.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So I got into acting originally from being in community theater and school production, and I had done some on camera work in LA and also in New York and also down here, and I was actually in a sci-fi thriller called The Groundskeeper a few years ago. It's still in post-production, and that's the prime example of the investors are there to stroke the checks, not get involved in the creative.
Right.
So that's why,
Independent filmmaking is.
yeah, so that's why it's still in post-production. But then I met Ciro.
How did you meet Ciro DiPaggio?
I met Ciro DiPaggio performing at his debut party for the Mob King TV series.
At the Hard Rock.
Actually at this mansion party
Oh.
in Boca, and Becky.
I was there.
Becky Roberts was emceeing or hosting it and interviewing people, and I was asked to perform throughout the evening. And then when Becky came over to me and was interviewing me, I was praising Ciro. I was giving him like a lot of congratulations, and I don't remember what I said, but Ciro said that he overheard the interview, and he said, you said some pretty profound things about me, and I felt like I needed to work with you.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's very nice.
So I butted him up.
Well, you do good butter.
I do good butter.
Because we ended up working together on another film, not Mob King,
Yeah,
The Cherry Picker.
the cherry picker.
That's
yeah.
how I met you. Mm-hmm. And you were working on a scene in a limousine,
Yes.
and it was like an all-day thing, you poor thing. And it was so hot. We were in Miami.
It was so hot, and I was
was
PMSing that day.
excruciating.
No, I was like temperature and me.
We all were PMSing, and I don't even have the equipment anymore, and I was PMSing.
The
So,
equipment.
you know what I'm saying?
Did you sell it to LA Fitness?
Pretty much.
But no, that's how we met. Yeah, and it was I met you so briefly, and then we just kept in contact.
Yeah, well, then we
Social.
shared on the socials.
Yeah.
And of course, as soon as, again, going back to, and I hate to do that, but going back to values, so I was like, I love this girl. You know, I really do, because you're just, you don't give a fuck. You don't. And I know you don't curse a lot, but I do. But she doesn't. She does not. She stays true to herself. She believes in what she believes in. She carries herself a certain way. She's a young girl, and she's amazing. And she's a hard worker. She's a good girl. We have like 2 minutes left.
Yes.
So I want you to tell everybody where they can find you, how they can find you, where they can see you, what they can do, how, like all the things. I want you to brag about you. Brag on, Chica.
Okay.
Brag on.
Brag on.
Yes.
Well, I have the License to Thrill album releasing February 13th on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon. And that is February 13th, License to Thrill, the James Bond Experience. And then I have a release party. The debut showcase is February 15th in Las Vegas at The Space. And you can go to thespacelv.com to get your tickets, or you can go to my website to get your tickets as well. And you can find me, like I said, on my website, kendraerica.com. And you can also find me on my socials at Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And check out all of the music that I have and that I have done, and the best is yet to come. So stay tuned and stay the course with me, and also stay golden.
I love it. Well, thank you so much to our dear friend here. She did it. She is amazing, and I can't wait to see more from her. She just is so multi-talented, multifaceted, and so amazing. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what she's going to bring to us in the future. With all that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the We Talk Funny podcast, brought to you by Ben at the Podcast Junkies Studios. Thank you so much. Love you.
What the fuck? That's it?
Yeah, Joe. That's it. Until next week, when we have another fantabulous episode of the We Talk Funny podcast.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our show and leave a review on your favorite podcast platform at We Talk Funny. See you next Tuesday.
C-U-N-T.